Hello everyone, I'm Storm Tracker AT meteorologist Austin Haskins. The final day of July was a hot one across western Wisconsin, and for the first time this year, we finally hit 90 degrees in Eau Claire. We officially got to 91 yesterday. Menominee, Chautauqua, Rice Lake, Red Wing, Winona, and Black River Falls all reaching 90 degrees as well. Medford, we were a little bit cooler at 84, 86 for the high in Ladysmith, and then 89 in Osceola. But of course, we had those dew points in the 60s and 70s, so it felt more like the mid-90s. In fact, Osceola at one point, your heat index was up around that 97, 98 degree mark. The max heat index in Eau Claire yesterday was at 4 o'clock when it was at 95 degrees, but you can see here the heat index was between about 88 and 95 from noon yesterday all the way until about 7 p.m. last night. So it was certainly a toasty one out there yesterday. Now we get a little bit of a break today from that, but the reason for that is because of some scattered showers and thunderstorms around. The coverage today about 50 to 60% roughly. Again, about half the area. We had some rain already early this morning and we'll have more around later today. There's a low end threat for maybe a strong to severe storm as well. Now today through Saturday, we get a brief break from the heat today, but not those high dew points though. We're just going to see some cooler temperatures because of the cloud cover and rain. Hot again Friday and Saturday, and again, as I mentioned, still feeling kind of humid to steamy, tropical, whatever you want to call it. However, Sunday and into next week, we will have early week rain chances around. Actually, really most of the week does feature at least some rain chances, but early in the week is when it's going to be highest. And we're going to be cooling down. A pattern changes in our future. And the reason for that is because, well, one, because of a cold front moving through on Sunday, and number two, that heat dome down to the south is going to be finally kind of drifting farther to the south and west. So it's going to take that higher heat and dew points with it. Now today, looking at the high temperature right around that 80, 81 degree mark, and again, it's feeling more like the low to mid 80s at times, as you can see here in the green, the dew points still hanging out right around that 68 to 73 degree mark. And even though temperatures are still going to be a little bit cooler today, still going to feel kind of gross outside. Now, we will have some breaks in the clouds from time to time today as well. And again, a few of those scattered showers and thunderstorms in the forecast. And again, not everyone's going to see rain. And really, it's any time today through about sunset is when you could see a shower or storm in your hometown. But as we get towards sunset tonight, as the main area of low pressure starts to drift away, we'll quiet things down. The only thing that we're going to have to deal with into tomorrow morning and overnight is likely some fog developing because of the rain that has fallen, and then of course still having that lower level moisture down near the surface, and of course with those light to calm winds, we're likely going to deal with fog tomorrow morning, so be mindful of that. Clear skies throughout the day Friday, maybe a couple of clouds late in the day Friday and Friday night. And Saturday morning will be a little bit better temperature-wise. Instead of being in the mid to upper 60s, we're looking at lower 60s and even some upper 50s. So a little bit better, at least Saturday morning. It's still going to be a hot and steamy day on Saturday, but Saturday night another front comes through, and that'll bring in another chance for showers and thunderstorms. And that's when we'll start to see those rain chances kind of be with us almost each and every day. So Saturday night jumps up to about a 40% chance. Slight chances Sunday night, but it jumps up Monday and Monday night. There's actually going to be a stationary boundary just to our south that'll at least give us some rain chances around. Not much in terms of thunderstorm activity as of right now, but something we'll watch, and then just slight chances Tuesday into Wednesday of next week. Now, as far as today goes, we have a marginal risk, a level 1 out of 5, for a couple strong to severe storms. That just means limited intensity, barely getting to that severe criteria, but there could be one or two that does marginally turn severe. And the hazards, a brief spin-up tornado in that area in green. It's not likely, but it's basically close to zero, as without it being zero completely, as it can be. Hail up to about $quarter to $half size, and winds up to 65 miles per hour. And again, that is with the strongest of the storms. Not everyone's going to see, 60 mile an hour winds or $half size hail. It's just the strongest storms could be capable of producing that. So highs today across the area, mostly going to settle in the lower 80s, but dependent on the rain coverage and cloud cover, those numbers may be a few degrees higher or lower in your hometown. But on an average basis, right around 78 to 83 today. Lows tonight, still kind of warm, 63 to 68 for those lows. Look at the highs tomorrow, upper 80s, and a lot of us reaching the lower 90s once again, going with 92 for Eau Claire and Menominee, 87 for Medford, 90 in Rice Lake. Saturday, we'll step it down just a little bit, but still pretty warm, highs in the mid mid to upper 80s. But look at the temperatures after Saturday. 82 Sunday, 74 on Monday. And if we get a good chance of rain around, that number could go down even more. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, just slight chances of rain with highs in the upper 70s.